So what we're going to cover is city movements and what it means for your mission team. And one of the weaknesses that Brett talked about at CORE last time is that we know that we have as a church and we need to work on and get better about is complexity. And it might seem like this whole idea of a city movement with its 7 components can be very complex and daunting as a leader to try to lead your mission team towards them. But one of the things that is easy, that's helpful in moving from complexity to simplicity is framing a seemingly complex idea into a one big idea that encompasses and frames everything. And when we've done that for you is in this whole idea of build a great city. That we don't want to just be about building a great church, but that we really want our activities and what we do as a church to help build a great city. And you guys have done that. And I just want to just read a list of things that we know that you guys have been doing out there in our community as mission teams over the past year since we went through the shift. And this is by no means a comprehensive list, just some things that I know of and I'm aware of. I'm just going to read them real quickly. So you guys wrote notes of encouragement to the kids at Delaware before their I-STEP testing, did landscaping at South Heights Elementary, went to South Heights Elementary basketball games, delivered meals to families in the East End, did several Community One projects, including the first ever in Gibson County, prayer walks, picking up trash in neighborhoods, Jacobsville, block parties in Jacobsville Park, packing clothes for Myanmar at Uncharted International, helping get new East End Redevelopment Corporation underway, playing live music shows at Landhucks, fundraiser for families for a family whose house had burnt down, serving meals at the Dream Center, serving meals, making burgoo at the Harbor House and Women's Shelter, yard work for a family whose daughter was in a coma, sand volleyball, walks at Wesselman Park, landscaping and improvements and other improvements at Riverview School. One of our teams was the Santa float at the Evansville Christmas Parade, running in 5Ks, eating with families in the East End, taking over the MASH at Jefferson Elementary and running that for them. And you guys were the foundation for all the projects that we did at City Serve. And so what you need to know is that if you want more details about how our strategy, this idea of a city movement fits in, you can check out the One Life playbook. Anything you need to see about how this all fits together in unity is in there. There's the 7 because statements of why we do these things and contribute to them in the first place. But you can also just as easily as simply say that all of this is contributing to building a great city. Stuff like running and sand volleyball, playing in a city sand volleyball league, that helps in a small way contribute to cultural influence because it's us being present as a body of Christ together out in our city. Anytime we do something with Engage, that pushes the flywheel. Anytime our film team, they did the film for project, for whatever project that was, they did for the project. That helped and moved it go. Anything that you guys do, prayer walks, church planning, when you served in a team, at your mission team for construction at East, that contributed to it. When we're doing things for Uncharted, that pushes the flywheel. The idea is that if you think of this big cog or this big flywheel, every time we do one action, it contributes to pushing on it and adds another push, and eventually this thing will just be spinning on its own. And so I just want you guys to know that you as one mission team, you might seem like the couple of things you did over the past year, or it might seem insignificant, but I want you to hear 2 things. One, if you seem lonely or you're like on an island, call up a friend that is on another mission team, work together, partner together on something, do something out in the community together so you don't feel like you're alone. But then number 2, just know that you're not, that you are part of a larger church body, and that every single activity that we do, everything we do out in the community is a push on that flywheel, and that nothing you do is insignificant as long as it's Christ-centered and moving towards this idea of a city movement. So as we do our individual activities together as a collective church body, you guys are the ones making that happen. And as these things go on the rise, and we push on that flywheel, and a real city movement can happen, and we can be the ones, you guys can be the ones that make the city movement and building a great city actually happen.